it's Ari and Akbola.
Anyways, today we're doing a review on Roblox.
Yes. Roblox is basically an online multi-platform platformer game where you can make games, play games, and you get the idea. When you're playing these games, you can make friends with other people, and they will basically, you can basically play with them whenever you want, whenever they're online. There's a whole system for that. Now, there's an in-game currency, Robux, in this game. So,
Robux are basically a Roblox currency that don't cost much, but they do cost something. You can buy them for any currency. So basically, you can buy in-game items or game passes or even avatar pieces.
Yeah. And if you are making a game, then if you're making a game or a clothing item, then people will purchase your clothing items or game passes with Robux, which you will earn money from.
Yes, they can be free or you can sell them for Robux.
Now, enough with the background check. Let's get started with the actual review. I think Roblox is a pretty fun game. It's so easy to connect with people, and
Yeah.
it's a really good game if you're looking for a kind of permanent game, because there's always new games coming out. You can always find a new game if you get bored of one. So it's like a really good place to get a permanent game, I would say.
It's like the mega game. It's like a mega game.
Yeah, exactly. What he said. It's like a complete mega game. You have so many games on there. So once this happened was basically I was a while back, I would say in maybe 2011. Yeah, 2011. I was on my mother's phone. She was like, Ari, I told you I don't have that much space, so you can't download anything. And I said, this is one of the already existing games. So basically, she thought it was Play Store because there were so many games on there.
Roblox is available on three main devices: a console, it can be an Xbox, and a PS4. If you can, and Xbox just comes remotely, but for a PS4 you have to connect with your laptop on a PC and a laptop, and then on your mobile, Android, iOS, etc.
Yes, exactly. So Roblox really appeals to a lot of people, I would say.
Yep, many people play Roblox.
No matter what you're really interested in, if you're interested in gun games, or if you're interested in more like comedy style games or horror games or anything of the sort, you will find that on Roblox.
Yes, even role playing and even magic.
Yeah, and you can also find a lot of fandom games on there. So if you're into a fandom, there's probably a game over it. Like currently, I'm really into The Promised Neverland, and I found so many great role-playing games for it, which I've played all of them basically. If you're into Harry Potter, there's a bunch of games for that because it's so popular.
Yes.
Akbola here is a really big fan of Harry Potter, so
Yeah, let me tell you. So basically, there are many games of Harry Potter and magic. The best game I've ever played of Harry Potter with Ari and the other gang, the entire gang, is Magic Training. I recommend you check it out. It's one of the best games on Roblox.
Yes, and if you're a Promised Neverland fan like me, I would definitely go recommend the Promised Neverland roleplay game, which I'll actually go ahead and see the exact name for it. The links to both of the games will be in the description and a card on the top right screen or top left. If you're into other fandoms, like Miraculous Ladybug, Gotcha, etc., then there's all games for that. And if you're into nothing really specific, but you really like roleplay, there's a bunch of games for that, such as Brookhaven and Adopt Me.
Yeah, and also there's one very good thing. Since Roblox is a very popular game, Roblox has decide to add VR headsets. Now you can, if you own a VR headset such as Oculus Rift or some other VR headset, then you can connect with Roblox games. You can play other Roblox games like Jailbreak and Mad City and Adopt Me with a VR headset. The best VR game you can play with a VR headset is VR World, VR World Beta, Vibe VR. That's and some more.
Yes, and things about the actual game I really enjoy are that basically you can find anyone, since Roblox is such a popular game. You'll find people who have the exact same interests in you, and if you really connect, you can go on other social media such as Instagram, Discord, Twitter, whatever you have. If you kind of connect and don't want to only talk on Roblox, you can connect on that. Now, there is one annoying thing about Roblox, but it's really good for for concerned parents, which is the safe chat. Safe chat does not let you type any numbers, so no one can. So you're not allowed to leak your address, basically, because you are not allowed to type any numbers, or letters really, by themselves. If you're under 13, then you're not really allowed to type any letters either. So this can be a bit annoying, but it's really good for concerned parents, so your parents will let you play Roblox.
Yes. Now, there are many settings in Roblox. There is About Us, Jobs, Blog, Parents, Gift Cards, Help, Terms, Accessibility, and Privacy. And these options are basically pretty useful. So, in About Us, they just tell you about what Roblox is about. In
Yeah. And then in About, there's like Parents and the Terms and Privacy. Privacy is a really helpful setting.
Yes.
Privacy is a really helpful setting for parents. If your parents are concerned about you playing Roblox, always go on there and show them the privacy page and the parents page, because they will probably change their mind.
Yes. And one more thing, like Ari was telling that parents thing, you can tell your parents for this note on parents, and when you click it, the thing comes for parents. So basically, what it tells it what is Roblox, and then it shows what your child can do, and it also shows the reporting system, your avatar clothing, and chat filters.
Yes, and there's a bunch of like reward things and stuff. So there's a bunch of events always happening around the place. So if you are interested in events and such, then there's a bunch of those going around to get like free Robux, free things.
Yes, there was this event. It's not an event; it's a game called Beat the Scammer. Basically, you have to see who are unreliable and who are reliable. Spoiler alert: they're all unreliable.
And if you're on a mobile, then always go, and after every little while, always go to the three dots and press events, because there's always some new events coming along, which will give you some really awesome new clothing items.
Yeah, the Beat the Scammers game. After you completed it and gotten all of them correct, you will get a free avatar thing. That's a shield that you can put behind your back. I've gotten many things like these.
Yes.
There's one amazing thing: promo codes. The promo code, they give you like avatar things. They can even give you Robux.
Yes, and Roblox is really great because there's a bunch of YouTubers and Twitch streamers, whatever you're interested in. There's a bunch of those hanging around. You're always producing new content, so you can basically never ever get bored.
Yep.
And say you're interested in a game, like say you're interested in Among Us, but but you don't have a phone or a tablet, and the only thing you have is a computer, and your parents aren't going to buy anything for you. Well, lucky for you, Roblox has a bunch of Among Us games. So
like Among Us Tycoon.
Yeah, Among Us Tycoon. It has Imposter. So you can basically play Among Us whenever you like on Roblox, because there's so many games, and a lot of them are actually really good.
Yep. Some of them are even better than the real Among Us.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far because a lot of them haven't gotten updated in a bit, but a
Yeah.
lot of them are really, really good. So I would definitely go recommend that you check them out. The only thing that you are going to need to start playing Roblox is not a lot. You need some space on your computer or mobile or console or whatever you're playing on. You need some space there. You need some space to download the game. You need you need you need some basic knowledge on how to make an account. So you need a username and a password. You need to remember that password as well, and that's basically it. You don't need anything else. um,
Yes. There's one thing you should worry about. That's scammers and hackers. Hackers basically hack your account and they can sell it online.
Hackers will steal your account. So, say you're really interested in a game which has trading. Trading basically allows you to trade one item for another item. So, let's take the example of Adopt Me because that's the most popular one. So, let's say that you're really rich in Adopt Me. It's your life. Like you cannot live without it. But one day you find someone who's saying, "Go on this link to get free Robux," and you're like, "Oh, my parents won't let me buy Robux. I'll go look at this link." So
Yeah, and then it asks you to give your password and username. After you've done that, you won't get your Robux. You'll start to suspect something, and then your account's gone. You're logged out, and you have to start all over again.
yes, and there is one other hack that not a lot of people are aware about. Basically, say you have a social media of some sort. Like let's say you have Discord. Let's say that you are that someone let you have Discord. So someone on Discord says. Someone in your Discord server says that friend me, and you do. After you friend them, um, they say that they want to do a trade with you in any game. So let's take an example of Adopt Me. So they say that they want to do a trade with you in Adopt Me, and then they'll give you a link to a profile page, and on the profile page, you'll be logged out of your account, which you'll say, "Oh, that's strange." So you'll go ahead and press the login button, and you'll give your login information, and then you'll get hacked. How this hack basically works is
Can I explain?
yeah.
So basically, how this app works is that it makes up like the literal fake image of the login area. It when you press login, it's actually a secret code for submit password and username.
And the one thing you can always check is the username. So when you go on this fake Roblox websites, there is a 99% chance that the username on that fake Roblox website is not an actual existent Roblox in game. So Roblox account in the game. So you can just go ahead and take out another device or go on the actual Roblox website and search up the username of that person and see if it actually exists. If it does exist, make sure to check for all of the clothing to make sure that everything is exactly the same.
If it's not, it's a hacker
Exactly.
acting with it.
And if you ever get logged out of your account when you press a link, just exit the link immediately because that is a hack link.
Yep. And also, there's one more thing. There are some people called exploiters. Some exploiters are like showcasing, and they ask the developer for commands, and some are just plain old hackers.
Now there are two types of hackers: ones that hack your account and ones that exploit in the game. And the ones that exploit are usually called exploiters because they don't actually take your account. So exploiters of these sorts will just cheat in the game to get free things like bucks or items or pets if you're playing Adopt Me or another game that has like pets in it. Anything remotely rare in that game. And
Let me tell you a story. One day, me and Andy were just playing Arsenal, and during that time, Andy just saw as Andy and me, Andy and I just saw someone just like soaring in the air, shooting at everyone. And there was this other guy who just teleported to anyone he wanted.
Exactly. These are called exploiters. Basically, they're taking advantage of the game. They're messing with the game's code, and they're getting free things. Like, in some cases, this can be, this can be like bucks or in-game valuable things. In other cases, this can be these kind of cheats, which are like flying, teleportation, invisibility, stuff like that.
It's basically like Minecraft, but people know that you're using cheats.
Yeah, like some people can also use aimbot. So if you are in Arsenal and someone is getting a lot of shots, or if any other a gun game, if you're in one of a gun game of some sort, and someone is getting too many shots, like more than you've ever seen before, then that probably means that they're exploiting. So just go ahead and report them.
Yes, and there's one more thing you should be worried about. There's some people who are just plain old mean. Whenever, like, let's say you're playing Arsenal and you get a bunch of good kills, and there's someone who you've been killing for a long time in that game, they just report you, and then you get kicked from the game, and then they question you, then they ask you, will you do it again? That stuff. This happened with me. One day I was just playing. It was in Arsenal. I was playing a game called Magic Training. So someone reported me, and I like got banned from it for a few days. And then I joined back, and then turned out that person had been banned for a month for fake reporting.
There's one more thing you guys should be worried about is if you receive an exploited item and Roblox finds out that that item is exploited, they could ban your account. They could terminate it because they think that you exploited that item even if you traded for it. So make sure that you never really accept exploited items, like too good to be true kind of things. Like if someone goes up to you and is like, oh, here, take this, take the most valuable thing in this game for free, or for like something not as good, then you can be sure that that is an exploiter. So just don't accept that trade.
Yep.
But overall thoughts on Roblox, I would say that it's a really good game. The report system is kind of not that developed yet, but they are working on it. And the Roblox moderation is also improving by every day. So they are working on everything. So it should be almost perfect very, very soon.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts the same as yours, because Roblox is pretty good, but the reporting system needs a bit of work. I mean, like they should add this thing where they can monitor your game and see what really happened.
Yeah, or if they can't, like if you can't have a member of the Roblox team every single second and every single server, then that's also fine. But they should have some kind of playback system, like some kind of camera to actually see what's happening.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they have at jewelry stores, and they also have it at a police station. That's the kind of camera. Or they could just install like a code thing that actually, when you actually play the code in a video, it shows what happened.
Yeah, something like that would be really helpful, I think. And for the Roblox moderation, I think there's one issue with that is basically people, well, they recently fixed this problem, but I don't think they really fixed this problem, but that's a topic for another video. But basically, people can copy games, can copy other people's games or clothing items or whatever, and then they can just get away with it. Like before the new update, there were these things called clothing bots, and they would basically steal every single person's clothing. So like if I made a clothing item for 10 Robux, for example, then they would get a bot, to just keep on pasting that clothing item for 5 Robux each. Now, no one is going to ever find your clothing item out of all of this abyss of clothing, so you're never going to earn the money for your clothing item that you made.
Yep, they're gonna earn your money.
Yeah, they recently tried to fix this problem. I don't really think it was fixing, but that's a topic for another video. I guess this would be the end of our video, right?
Yep.
So thank you everyone for watching. I think the next people who are going to be recording are going to be Andy and Akbola, I believe, although it might be someone else.
Yes, and one more thing. Do not forget to like and subscribe, or else the ghost of Andy will haunt you.
And make sure to stay safe, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!